can see my next guest this weekend at Bally's Grand in Atlantic City. He is also preparing at the Brokerage Pub in Belmore, Long Island, September 6th and 7th. So am I. I'm going to be at the Brokerage. Give myself, right? Hey, please welcome Dennis Wolfberg.
Thank you, please. I'm excited.
Dennis, I haven't seen you in a while. What's doing with you? What's new?
Well, before we begin this segment of the show, yes, how do you do, nice to see you. These are my eyes. I hope they don't frighten you. God gave me something incredibly big. Unfortunately, it had to be my eyes.
Those are the breaks.
I follow Joe and Renee.
Yes.
And, of course, you know my wife, Jeannie.
Yes.
I also am a product of an interfaith marriage. I am Jewish. My wife is half Jewish and half Catholic. And my parents are half... and because of my wife's background, we've decided to raise our children celebrating... We're raising them Jewish, but they're going to celebrate holidays of both, Christmas as well as Hanukkah, for example. And, well, yes, please, do not herniate trying to do this. Not that everyone is familiar with Hanukkah, which I found out when I played Mobile, Alabama, this past Hanukkah. Mobile, a veritable citadel of Judaica, a hotbed of Hebrew activity, where they didn't even know from Hanukkah, as evidenced by the guy who actually said to me, "Happy Chaka Khan."
But didn't Jeannie just had more babies? How many have you got now?
24 days ago today, on August 4th, my wife...
You had 24 kids.
Although I met a couple in Huntington, Long Island, married 55 years, and the woman had 17 children.
No.
Yes, 17 children. Her uterus is now in the Smithsonian. Draped over the spirit of St. Louis. And she was a very funny woman. She said the first 12 were the tough ones, and after 12 she could deliver via the Heimlich maneuver. You know? One shot to the solar plex, the kid flew out, knocking them off like chiclets. I couldn't believe this, but. We had, on August 4th, my wife and I had twin boys. So we have...
Twins?
Yes.
Was it difficult pregnancy for you?
It was, for me, it was simple, very, very easy pregnancy. My wife, however, twins is not easy. She could not feel the baby's kick, but she could feel their eyes bulge. So we're reasonably certain they're mine, and... she was enormous. The average woman delivers at 40 weeks with a fundal size. Are you familiar with what a fundal size is?
No.
They measure the pregnant size from the roundness of the belly, from the... I'll try to keep this technical. From the top of the pubis to the bottom of the jugs, I think is the correct term. That is the correct term. And the average woman delivers at 40 weeks with a fundal size of 40. It's 1 inch a week. My wife delivered the twins at 35 weeks with a fundal size of 48.
Wow.
Yes. She wore designer jeans by Goodyear. And we projected that had she gone to 40 weeks and delivered at term, her birth weight would have been that of a B-1 bomber. So,
Now, Dennis, what does this I hear about you and George working together? You worked with George?
Not a question of working together. We are going to work together.
Oh.
We, in fact, are going to be touring the country in concert together. Yes, the two of us, Mr. Wallace and myself, and we are starting on November 1st here in Pasadena at the Raymond Theater, and then November 2nd, the next night at the Ventura Theater. So we're going to be touring, but it was George who, in some respect, is responsible for my career. Yes. The people have a sense that it is all glamour. Obviously, you know, we're on television and we're making a fortune of money and all that. I think it's evident. But the first night that I started in this business, I auditioned at a club called the Comic Strip in New York City. And I was auditioned, I was brought onto the stage at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Monday night.
Oh, good time.
Yes,
Very good time, yeah.
And
You
I...
could kill it that hour,
Tell
right?
me about it. Tell me
Happy
about it.
about it, too.
Well, there, 3 in the morning, there were 2 people in the audience. And as I was introduced, those 2 people left. Okay. So there was nobody there, and I used to have a guitar. In the event that they weren't laughing at my jokes, I could salvage some modicum of dignity by singing. And so there was nobody there, and I was walking off the stage, at which point George, who had been on the stage earlier that night, and apparently had no life and was still hanging around. But fate, as I was walking off, he said, get up there and sing.
Oh,
you know?
he's tough.
And it was like, sing, Jew. Okay. Okay. So anyway, he got 3 waitresses who now had nobody to serve, and I sang a song, and it turned out to be American Pie, the club owner's favorite song. He
Sing a little.
passed me,
He passed
and
you.
the rest, as they say, is
Sing,
history.
hurry
So,
up, sing it.
Sing?
Sing it.
You want me to sing it?
Sing it,
Okay.
a little bit, yeah.
Can I get it?
Hit it.
Long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance, I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. Oh, I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but
We'll be
the
back
levee
very
was
soon
dry.
with actress Jury Warner and the Hoot Nanny.
Whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that